Which of you guys took my phone off charge? Oi!
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Phone was dead.
I'll throw down, Bree.
Thanks, Hagrid.
You are the chosen one! It was said you were to destroy the Sith, not join them!
What the fuck are you talking about?
We're working, we're in the lab, and we're gonna make sure this happens as soon as possible.
Welcome to an episode of the Sports Genes Into the Lab podcast, where sports analysts and experts dissect the latest news from the NBA and NFL, giving you a unique view on some of the hottest topics around your favorite teams. From the fresh field smells of the NFL to the hardwood courts of the NBA, and possibly your comfy couch for your fantasy football team. Let's see what kind of news the lab is working with today. Here's your host from the Sports Analytics headquarters in San Antonio, Texas, Ernest Silva.
All right, we are back. Another episode of the Into the Lab podcast coming at you. 5 of y'all watching. We'll get more. I know we're dedicated here. What is up? We have a great crew tonight. Might have 5, definitely have 4. Let's go around the room and talk it out. This is the Into the Lab podcast, come to you from the Into the Lab movie studio in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, possibly rainy San Antonio, Texas. I am your host, Ernest Doc E. Silva, and with me sitting in studio is intern, the wonderful Zigzag Zay. What is up, Triple Z's?
Doing good.
Glad to have you on, my guy. You excited for another episode?
Yeah, I'm definitely am.
All right. Did you do your research this time?
Yes, I did. I did do my research this time.
Do you have your notes?
Yeah, I do.
You ready to slay?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not Zay the Slay.
Not anymore.
All right. That's great. Also joining us, a regular for season 5, been on the Last Call podcast, Chris Connor. What's going on, my man?
Not much. I'm still busting about the news of it's not going to be Tyson, but it's going to be Perry versus Paul, July 20th. It's going to be, of course, Mike Perry of UFC Bare Knuckle Boxing fame. And I just want to know, are you going to be going to that? Will you be in Texas for that fight?
I will be in Texas for the fight. I don't know if I will be at the fight, but I definitely hope to be. So there is a possibility. Are you coming down to Texas?
I don't know. It's just too tempting. It's like, on one hand, it's like, oh, it's fun. So on the second hand, there might be a fight before the fight, during the fight, and after the fight. I mean, it's like a hat trick of fights that might happen, during this whole fight card between just those two guys.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I'm excited for it though, and you always get me hyped, Chris Connor. So I'm gonna have to take your word on it and just tune in the entire time. But we're not alone today, Chris Connor. We're not gonna duke it out like we did last week, just kind of solo until Kenny arrived. TJ McKinley's back. That's right, folks. 2 out of 3 weeks, he's back here. What is going on, my man? TJ McKinley.
Hello, how you doing today?
Excited to have you back on ITL. You're going to catch the last bit of season 5 with TJ, Chris, Zay, and I. Today is a pretty short and sweet episode, but we're going to go over the age-old question, man or bear, on today. I'm just kidding. We're not doing man or bear. We are talking the Bears tonight. That's right, the Chicago Bears. And what is going to happen this year? Are they going to achieve the magical number of 8? 8 is that magical number here on ITL that we are chasing. Vegas has the Chicago Bears at 8 wins for the season. Zay and I have some crazy predictions coming up. But does Chris Connor and TJ have the Bears winning 8 with brand new standout quarterback? Who is it, Zay? Caleb Williams. He's ready. He's ready. All right. Here we go. We're going to start off. We're going to bring up the schedule on screen. I've asked the guys point blank. We're going to go game by game. Who's going to win? We're going to keep the records on screen. If this is your first time watching, you're tuning in, chime in if you have wins, losses for these teams. I'm intrigued to see what the crowd knows and what the crowd thinks. We're going to get the vibe going out there in the universe. I know the Bears not the most talked about team in Texas, but let's see if we can get the vibe going. All right, Chicago Bears on your screen. We're going to transition out week 1. The new look Tennessee Titans take on the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears at home for that game, a noon game, so nothing special about it. Let's start this one off with you, Chris Connor. Do the Bears start off with a dub?
Yes, they do. I think in a battle of very newbie quarterbacks, I think at least for September 8th, it will be a win.
All right, so you got a win to start things off for the Bears. TJ, the Bears started off with a win against the Titans.
I'm gonna give them that one because the Titans also about to go into a rebuild mode. So I'm gonna give Chicago that.
All right, Chicago has 2 wins. There's 8.
I also got them at a win.
Man, we are just cruising here. I have the Bears starting with a win as well, and we sweep here on ITL. Week 1, Bears 1-0, top 16 team to start the NFL season. And then they get a prime time game at Houston. As you know, the Into the Lab podcast will be in Houston for that game. ITL will be in attendance. We'll be having some fun. And they're going to be the 1-0 Bears against the Houston Texans. TJ, does Houston take care of business at home, or do the Bears steal one on the road?
I got, like I said last week, I got Houston winning. I don't see Chicago beating Houston, so yeah, I'm going to Houston.
All right, Chicago suffers their first loss of the season to Houston in prime time. Zay, Houston take care of business?
Yeah, Houston also will win that one for me.
Zay has them going 1-1. I have the Bears losing that game as well. I think Houston's just way more talented at this point. And I might be another sweep the other direction. Chris Connor, does Chicago take care of business?
Yeah, I think Chicago takes care of business in this game at least. I mean, sorry, not Chicago. Houston takes care of business.
You got me scared there. So nothing surprising through weeks 1 and 2. It seems that the Bears are exactly where we all think they are. A top 20 team so far, but not exactly a top 16 team yet. 1-1 across the board through 2. Let me update that schedule. A win and a loss. And they traveled to Indy, keeping it in the AFC South. Zay.
I got them winning that one.
All right. Bears go to 2-1 for Zay. Chris Connor.
Give me the Colts. I think they're just a better defensive team. I think Caleb's going to have some struggles early on, and then around, this will be too late in this game.
What? What?
Man, that's bad. That's bad right there. TJ.
I got the Colts winning. Flat out, they got a better overall thing.
All right, we are split here. I got the Bears winning this game. So we have 2 Colts fans in that week, and we have two Bears fans here in San Antonio. Comment below. Give us a tiebreaker. Who are you taking in that matchup? Bears-Colts noon game, September 22nd. And we move on to week number 4. The Rams take on the Bears. Bears back at home at Soldier Field. Hard to beat them at home against the Los Angeles Rams. TJ, Bears taking care of business at home?
No, come on now. I think everybody on here got the Rams winning this week. Well, I'm gonna start. I got the Rams winning.
TJ has the Rams giving the Bears their 3rd loss on the season. Chris Connor.
Yeah, I see. I have it going starting off 1-3. I mean, that's going to be a tough
Yikes.
first 4 games. Tennessee, then at Houston, at Indy, then the Rams. Oh, no.
That's a tough one. For me, I don't believe the Bears take care of business. It's a bad matchup. And the Rams, if they're healthy, should take care of the Bears, even if they are at home. I'm going to give the Bears a loss myself. Zay, are you saving their season with this win?
No, I think the Rams win this one too.
It's unanimous across the board. Tough start for the year, especially for a few of us. They're 1-3. For some of us, they're 2-2. If you're keeping along at home and you're trying to keep up fast, let me go ahead and pop it on there. I am at 2-2 so far for the Bears starting off this season. Chris and TJ at 1-3, and Triple Z's at 2s across the board. Going to the following game is very intriguing. You get the Young Williams matchup in Carolina, October 6th, a noon game there as well. Go ahead and start us off, Triple Z's. What you got in this game?
I got the Bears winning this one.
All right, Bears take care of business. Move to 3-2. Chris Connor.
Yeah, I think they'll beat Carolina. That's a bad team, unfortunately.
Yeah. TJ.
I'm gonna edge Carolina by a field goal because I just think they a little better than Chicago. Yeah, I'm gonna go Carolina.
All right, so TJ's riding the Bears losing streak going into week number 6. Zay the Slay, or Triple Z's for some of y'all, have them going to 3-2. I have the Bears winning this game. Look, the Bears are not going to be a bad team. They're going to be an okay team. They're not going to be bottom of the league. They're not going to be what does Kenny like to call them, a bottom dwelling type of team. They're going to be a good team. They're going to have some flashes here and there. They may have that 1 or 2 game where they shouldn't win, but they're going to win. And then they're going to look like the team that they should, where they're losing the games they should. I have them winning this game. I think they're a better team than Carolina. I think Chris Connor hit the nail on the head. I think they're just a little bit better. They get out of this and they edge it out. As we're going into week number 6, I have the Bears 3-2. Triple Z's has them 3-2 as well. Chris Connor 2-3. TJ at 1-4. And we're having very different seasons across the board at this point. As we transition to London town and the Bears travel across the sea. And joining ITL is the producer himself, Londo, making it on screen. What's going on, brother?
What's up, fellas? Y'all ain't gonna see my face tonight.
So we get the Bears crew on the screen, huh?
But you get the Bears crew on the screen, so you're welcome.
It's good to see you, Londo. It's good to hear you then, Londo. It's nice to have you on board. Londo, we're 5 weeks in. So I'm gonna catch you up here. Bears Titans week 1, win or loss?
Bears Titan win.
All right, you got Bears winning. Bears Texans week 2, primetime game.
Loss.
Bears Colts noon game in Indianapolis. Did you say win?
That's a hard one. Win.
No. All right, that's 2-1 for Londo. Bears Rams on the 29th
Loss.
at noon.
Loss.
That's 2-2, and for Carolina, going to Carolina, 12:00 game, October 6th.
That's a win.
All right, Londo's flirting 3-2 here. So let me put the standings back up for the Bears. We're chasing the magic number of 8. If you're following along, you're in Vegas, you're trying to figure out if I'm making this bet. We are very different in this crew right now. I am at 3-2. Londo and Triple Z's 3-2. Chris 2-3. TJ 1-4. And that takes us to London town, where the Bears take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. 8:30 a.m. game for us. I believe that's like, what, 2:30 over there? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. All right.
Where's TJ?
Londo,
Where'd he
you'll
go?
start this one. I think he jumped up, but we'll get him back on. Londo, Bears taking care of business against Jacksonville, or is that a loss?
Is that in Jacksonville? No, that's at home, right?
That's in London. It's a
That's
home
in
game, but
Lon-
it's
oh,
in
that's the
London.
one you're saying in London.
Yeah.
It's a loss.
All right. Londo's giving Jacksonville the win there, making the Bears go 3-3. Chris Connor.
I'm calling upset. Jacksonville still scares me, so I'm calling the Bears in merry old England.
Wow.
I like it. I like the boldness there. Jacksonville basically is playing a home game where the Bears are supposed to be home. It's hard to beat Jacksonville in London. I don't know their record off the top of my head. I probably should, but let's just call it like this. Caleb Williams, standout European crowd, first game. Give me the Bears in an upset. TJ, who you got?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, we on Jacksonville now. I got the loser.
Chicago's losing this one too?
Mm-hmm. And one, yeah, they lose that one. They lose.
All right, Sensei, who you got?
I think I got him at a loss too.
Man, Zay is also taking a loss there.
Oh, dang.
TJ, I might be getting feedback from you.
Yeah, is there feedback? Is that me or is that TJ?
Might be TJ. That's all right. We got him. All right. So Zay gives them the loss there. Zay surprising me even with that loss. And I'm going to update the records here. Chris Connor moving them to 3-3 with the surprise win. TJ riding that loss train into the bye week at 1-5. Triple Z's, for those who follow his betting style, has them at 3-3. And Londo has them at 3-3 as well. Did you have them winning in London, Londo?
No, I had him losing. I don't think they're going
That's
to do
what I
well on the road.
It's okay. You can't get them all right, Londo. That's fine. All right. So we have the records on screen. For those of you who like to keep track, Triple Z is the one that called the Texans almost going 17-0. So if you're following along with his picks, that is who you're following. That is the fun pick. For me, I'm 4-2. I'm high on the Bears right now, surprisingly, at 4-2. I didn't think I would be. Chris, Triple Z's, Londo, all locked in at 3-3, and TJ riding 1-5 into the bye week. And then they come back Halloween week. Washington comes. Actually, they go to Washington to face the Commanders on the road. Chris Connor, you haven't started one in a while. Who do you have in this game?
I'm going Bears against Washington. I think Washington's just a complete rebuild job, and the Bears are farther along. So yeah, give me the Bears.
Give them Bears or give them death. Chris is getting a 2-game win streak there for the Bears on the sandwich bye week. Triple Z's, what you got?
I got the Bears on that one too.
Triple Z's giving the Bears back into the win column. Londo.
Yeah, the Bears.
The Bears. We got a win streak going right now on ITL. I am taking the Bears to win here too, which is dangerous for me because now they're 5-2, and there's going to be a lot of questions on how legit is Caleb Williams if my scenario plays out. TJ though is 1-5. TJ, do the Bears beat the Commanders?
Yeah, I got Washington.
All right, so the Bears continue to struggle in TJ's eyes. TJ is not high on the Bears this year, so we are absolutely.
I want to jump in quickly because I understood your Texans. I even understood the Cowboys. I definitely understand your Mavericks with the. They're still going to win Game 7. What the hell are you seeing in the Bears? What is it that you're seeing that the rest of us don't seem to see here?
I'm telling you right now, it's nothing but the schedule at this point. I have not done anything crazy. I see that they could lose to Los Angeles. I see they could lose to Houston. All the other ones are toss-ups for me. I'm taking the Bears in that toss-up. I like Caleb Williams. I think it's a good player.
He's a Caleb Williams fan. That's what
you
it is.
I actually am not. I'm not a big Caleb Williams fan, but I do like the schedule for the Bears. In the first half, the Bears strength of schedule is very good for them. It gets really tough in the back half, and you're going to see my record really come back down to earth. But it's not in this next week. Week 9 is absolutely a win for the Bears. I think the Bears take care of the Cardinals in Arizona. I think they're the better team still in that matchup. Depending if there's a Call of Duty tournament or not, we'll see if Kyler Murray actually plays. And I like the Bears on the road. So give me the Bears again. And they're 6-2 in my world. And I don't even know how I'm saying that with a legit face right now. Chris Connor, what's your record after the Arizona game?
As I said, I have no idea what the read is on Arizona. So give me the Bears right now, just because I can't trust Kyler Murray to stay healthy. So I'll go Bears right now. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Chris Connor, who was kind of talking shit about me being 6-2, is 5-3 with the Bears. So it's not that big of a difference. Londo, who do you have?
I don't know.
Who would win in a fight?
Fuck it. Give me the Bears.
Londo goes 5-3. Triple Z's.
I got the Bears winning that one too.
5-3 for Triple Z's. TJ.
I got them losing. I'm sorry. I think the Bears I think they about to tank halfway through the season. So I got the Cardinals winning.
Well, everybody on this show so far with this season is a little bit like this.
A mountain so high it can keep me away. I must follow you.
Except TJ. TJ is more screaming.
A fraud! A big fraud!
TJ's like, Caleb Williams trap at this point. I'm 6-2 for the Bears at the 8-game mark. Chris, Triple Z's Londo, 5-3, and TJ has them bottom of the league, 1-7. And they go against some of the fan favorites here on this show, New England Patriots. The Patriots now 12 o'clock game, November 10th, Freedom Land. Chris Connor, who wins this game?
Oh, Bears. I mean, the Patriots, I think, might be in the running to go like 0-12 in their first 12 games.
Oh my gosh. Bears get a win there. Triple Z's.
I got Bears winning too.
Bears are climbing. Londo.
The Bears, the Bears, the Bears, the Bears.
The Bears are all over the place right now. TJ.
I got Chicago winning.
Hey, back on the win column.
Wow,
TJ's
there we
riding on the
go.
train right here. I think this is a trap game. I actually have the Bears losing to New England in this game.
Oh, God. And how? We don't even know who New England's quarterback will be that week. They might go full on Bailey Zappi.
You have Green Bay for the first time at home. You absolutely have to beat Green Bay. Trap game, focused on Green Bay. New England comes in 16-14 win, and you're upset because you missed a game-winning field goal. That's my prediction for that game. When it comes true, Mark is going to clip this. When it comes true, we'll go back to June 11th, and we'll say, Ernest, how did you know? And I'm going to say, because I know football, and that's why I knew. And I'm going to have the Bears losing this game. It felt weird if we all chose the Bears to win a game after being so split for so long. So let's just move on from that, and we'll just keep it going.
Oh, man, we come together.
That means you know where I'm going with this game. Bears take care of business against the Green Bay Packers, and I'm absolutely riding that train. You don't lose your premier game at home against Green Bay as a franchise quarterback. Caleb Williams shows out, shines out, puts doubters to rest. Bears move to 7-3 for me. Chris Connor.
They lose this game. I think the Packers are just too good. I think last year was the coming out party of Jordan Love. So give me the Packers.
Bears move to 6-4 for Chris. TJ.
I got the Bears winning. I think the Packers gonna be going down halfway through the season. So I got the Bears.
Dang. That's a huge take right there. TJ says Bears win that one. That's gonna be a good game. Triple Z's.
I think the Bears win that one too.
Ooh, Zay is right there with me at 7-3. Londo.
The Bears.
The Bears. Okay, so we're kind of crazy right now on the Bears. We're 10 games in. Most of us have them above 500. TJ has them on a 2-game winning streak, more than most of us. Actually, some of y'all have them on a 3-game winning streak right now, so I should take that back. But then they get Minnesota coming to town. Minnesota comes to Chicago. This is on November 24th. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. And so Bears at home against Minnesota. Let's start this one off around the room. Londo.
With Detroit? Or no, Minnesota, the Bears.
Minnesota. All right. He goes Bears here. Bears moved to 8-3. And like I said, schedule's very favorable up until this point. Londo goes 8-3. Zay.
I got the Bears winning against Minnesota.
We have 2 8-3s in the group, and I am very surprised. TJ.
Minnesota, that gonna be Minnesota. Minnesota gonna have a down year. So yeah, that might be an upset that week. So I'm gonna get the Bears that.
TJ goes to 3 games in a row. The crowds are shocked. Stock market's crashing. Chris Connor.
Yeah, I'll take him at home against the Vikings. As I said, that's another team you're not sure what they're going to get out of their quarterback. So give me Bears over the Vikings in Soldier Field.
So if you're not paying attention, the magic number was 8, Zay. The magic number was 8. I am at 8-3 with the win against Minnesota going into Thanksgiving. And for most of us, we are right there. So if you're in Vegas, if you're making those predictions early on, I'm at 8-3, Zay's at 8-3, Londo's at 8-3. That 8 mark is now met. Even if they lost the rest of the year, you break even. TJ's a little far away. He's about 4 games away from hitting. Chris is right there at a game away. And we go to the Thanksgiving game where Chicago goes to Detroit as the early game, the 11:30 game. Is anybody picking the Bears?
No.
I'm getting shakes next to me, and I can feel them over here.
No.
Yeah. I don't think any of us are delusional. So those of you who are already thinking like, man, this show's freaking crazy. No, we're not. We're not crazy. This is not a Cowboys show. This right now, it's a Bears show. Loss for Chicago at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Enjoy your turkey. Watch some football. Maybe get some highlights of Roshan Johnson if you're in Texas. The Bears move down for some of us. 8-4 for Mo, 7-5 for Chris, 4-8 for TJ. And then we go to San Francisco on December 8th, a 10-day rest period. So they will go in fresh. CMC in San Francisco at home in a primetime game of the week against Chicago. Chris Connor, who do you have in that game?
Detroit.
In the San Francisco-Chicago game.
Oh, sorry. San Francisco. This is going to be another game where the Bears get steamrolled. I like him to improve. I don't like him against good teams, though. And San Francisco is going to be a Super Bowl favorite again this year.
Yep, I completely agree with you. I am actually taking San Francisco as well. It shouldn't be a surprise for many that I'm taking San Francisco in this game. They are the better team. It's going to be rough here. This is the rough stretch. TJ, who do you have?
I got Niners because, like Connor said, they're going to the Super. Well, I'm not gonna say they're gonna make it, but they're Super Bowl contention. So I got Niners.
All of us are consensus on the loss. So now we're on a 2-game losing streak. Back half of the year in December is really where you need to start getting it going for that playoff run, which is why I said, hey, we're going to come back to earth, guys. Everybody stayed with us. Then they go to Minnesota here. I think we're going to differ on opinions here. So let's go around the room. Chris Connor, who do you have in the Chicago visiting Minnesota game, middle of December?
Minnesota.
Primetime game.
Do the Bears know how to win in games where it's like they're expected to? So,
Aaron, did you ask me about San Fran?
No, but I figured it was a loss.
All right. Well, thanks. All right. Appreciate it. All right. Go on.
Who do you have in Minnesota, Londo?
The Bears. No, Minnesota. Sorry.
I was about to hype you up, man. Londo moves to 8-6 after getting the default loss against San Francisco.
Wait.
Sorry, Londo.
No. So lost San Francisco, Minnesota. No, I'm doing the Bears.
Okay, I thought I was giving you the logical pick. 9-5 for Londo there. He has them winning in Minnesota. I have them winning in Minnesota as well. I don't think Minnesota has a great year. Justin Jefferson may be upset for most of it, but they have moved to 9-5 for me. They have moved to 9-5 for Londo. They are 7-7 for Chris. Triple Z's, who do you have in this game?
I have them losing against Minnesota because their morale will be low with the last 2 games that they lost, and they'll underestimate the Minnesota because I had them at the win in week 12, so I've got them losing this one.
Zay, will DJ Moore throw his helmet at the bench in this game?
Probably.
I like that odds. I like those odds. TJ, who do you have in this game? Wrap us up on this game.
I got Minnesota. I think Vikings, they just go do what they. I mean, the Bears just go do what they do. So yeah, I got Minnesota.
All right, so we have moved the standings around. We are in the last 3 games of the season. Let's go ahead and pop the records on screen. What I have it at this point, TJ has the Bears bottom of the league, even though they ran that winning streak. 4-10 for TJ, 7-7 for Chris. He was very close with 1 game away on the Vegas odds at 8. We find them really struggling there to make that 8th game happen. Londo and I have passed it at 9-5, and Triple Z's right at the mark where you're making your money back at 8-6. We have 3 games to play, and it is not easy at all for the Bears going forward. So let's move on right after this. That's right, you guessed it. Short commercial break. BCMG has a wonderful stream team. If you haven't seen any of their content, I'm about to stream it on your screens right now. Check out Kick. Check out Twitch.tv. Check out Facebook Gaming or YouTube Gaming to catch some of the great streamers like Coach Peanut or Smashly Gaming or maybe Mama Bear 1920 or Tuconi No Onion. Check them all out. Sam Fashion, also wonderful to check out. Let's show their content.
Yo, Jill going down the hill. Gonna go fetch Jack in his little pill. Jack feeling down and that's pretty bad. Let's go.
Oh! Yo! Clip that! Clip that headshot!
No!
A pistol. What the Okay, that didn't count.
Woo! Let's go, baby! Clutch it up! Yeah, I like it!
What? No way! Did that precision just kill me?
Let's go! Nice, Papa with the clutch kill at the end. Let's go.
Oh, I missed. That was bad.
Got him.
Nice.
Man, I'm going to go steal their shit.
That is definitely green.
You're dumb and it's orange.
We're both wrong, red.
I could get that solo if I tried it a couple times, but we'll come back to it.
I'm fucking dick right now. Holy shit. Like, I fucking suck right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yep, and then she shat on a turtle. Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Yeah, we're talking Bears. Last 3 games of the season, and it is a doozy. We have TJ at 4-10 here, thinking the Bears are bottom dwellers for the year. Triple Z's at 8-6. Chris Connor 7-7. Londo and I 9-5. The magic number was 8, so 3 of us have hit that number for the Bears. It is not easy sledding the last 3 games of the season going into the holidays. December 22nd, the Chicago Bears host the Detroit Lions. Chris Connor, what happens in that game?
Yeah, Lions sweep them. Lions are just a head and tails above this entire division. So, yeah, give me the Lions by big.
Yep.
And that'll be the first time since week 3 that the Bears would be under 500 in Chris Connor's world. TJ, do the Bears have some holiday magic?
Man, let's be realistic. Detroit all day.
TJ's being realistic here, saying that the Bears basically just stay home and open gifts. Might be a happier time for them and their fans instead of going to Soldier Field. Triple Z,
I got Detroit winning again, them again. The morale is just going to be really low at this point, and they're just not going to be able to play.
Triple D says Chicago is basically going to be crying to be at home with the family for the holidays. Londo.
Detroit. There's no denying.
You guys are all so high on the Bears in this game. I also have the Bears losing. I'm not crazy. Detroit's a much better team. I think it's going to be a fight. The Bears are going to, if they're not in my world at 9-6 at this point, then they're definitely trying to stay above 500 and looking for a playoff spot. So they're going to fight. I just don't know if they have the talent to keep up with somebody like Detroit or the luck at that point. But a Christmas miracle, we have another game for Chicago the day after Christmas, December 26th. Seattle is coming to town for the last home game. All right, guys. Does Chicago get a magic win for some of us who they need to win to get into the playoffs? Triple Z's, start us off.
I got the Bears winning this one.
Oh, Triple Z's has them winning, going 9-7. Londo.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that one. The Bears.
Londo's feeling the hype from Triple Z's. Way to go there, Zay. You're swaying the vote here. Chris Connor.
Give me the Bears.
Wow.
Seattle's coming all the way from the West Coast to Chicago a day after Christmas. Yeah, they're not going to be, too keen for that game. So, yeah, give me the Bears.
TJ.
I'm going to take Seattle. I think Seattle going to be like a mid-500 team, and this will be when they try to get in the playoffs. So, Seattle.
TJ puts them down further into the cellar. I was so conflicted with this game because Seattle will be having a couple of games where it's going to be a little rough for them in December. Then they have this game against Chicago where they're going to need it. This is a need game for both teams. I take the home team. Their family's in attendance. Everybody's flying in. Caleb Williams is crying. Bears 41-36 in a shootout against those Seahawks. Give me the Bears. 10.
What? What?
Thank you for that, Londo. And I have them at 10-6. Londo has them at 10-6. Triple Z's at 9-7. Chris Connors them back at 500, 8-8, and TJ 4-12. Here we go. Final game of the year. Packers to be decided depending on playoff implications. Chris Connor, start us off. Does Chicago do the impossible and win at Green Bay?
You know what? Since I'm feeling in a generous mood, yeah, I'll regret it just like but after every January resolution. But yeah, give me the Bears.
Give me a hell yeah!
Yeah, that's a good plug right there. Londo, who you got?
The Bears.
Londo takes the Bears. They goes to 11-6 in his world. For Chris, 9-8. Triple Z's.
The Bears.
Wow, we have turned into a bear show here. I don't even know what's happening. TJ.
I'm gonna go Chicago.
You're going with who?
Chicago Bears.
Oh, you're going with the Bears as well. So I am the only one picking Green Bay to end the year. I am not going to be delusional unless Green Bay has somehow locked in the 1 seed or they've locked in the 2 seed. Nobody's playing. They are resting. Division rival, you want to beat the Bears. I don't see them losing at home, especially when they slapped you when you were in Chicago. In my world, that's what happened. So I'm not giving the Bears that win. We will be split on that. And let's bring up the final standings for this wonderful season for your Chicago Bears. For myself, 10-7. If you're in Vegas and you're making that 8-game bet, you're winning some money and you're enjoying the Bears in the playoffs as probably the 6 or 7 seed. In Chris Connor's world, you just squeaked by and still won some money. 9-8 with the Bears possibly getting that last spot at the 7 seed. Triple Z's came at you with 10-7 as well. Same scenario. You got your money. You're enjoying some Bears playoff football. Londo is the strong arm Bears fan here like he was last season. No surprise. Londo goes 11-6. Justin Fields, who, and DJ Moore is MVP of the league. Londo goes 11-6 with the Bears, and they get the 4 seed and win the division. Just kidding. He never said that, but I'm going to bring that out for him. TJ says 5-12, probably vying for a top 5 pick in the draft and not doing too well in this season, but I think a little bit better than last season, right? So some key highlights there. They did have that 3-game win streak for TJ. That is the Bears season and episode. Guys, let's get some early reactions to these records and to the Bears season. Chris Connor, you and I were talking a little bit before the show, and we were talking about this when the show started. Are you surprised by the record you gave the Bears?
Yes, I'm looking going, this could be, I mean, it could go 9-8. I also have them going in some ways, 6-11. I mean, sell me on. I mean, you and Londo are the Bears super fans here. You're telling me all about how great the Bears are. So sell it to me. Like right now, if I'm at home and I'm going, I don't know about these Bears, and I sure as hell don't know about Ernest here because he had me lose my house on the Dallas Mavericks in games 1 and 2. Sell me on the Bears.
Look, first off, with the Mavericks comment, it's just dramatic effect. Just wait till Dallas comes. Wait till we come back to Dallas. Let's see what happens. Let's talk Game 5, which Steve Reiser would be in attendance, and I fully expect videos and pictures from him. But for the Bears, and I'll speak for Londo, and Londo can chime in as well. I think the team is extremely talented. I think there's some raw talent on this team. You have a Texas running back in Roshan Johnson who's going to probably break out this year, even with DeAndre Swift there. I like their wide receiver core. Cole Kmet's a fantastic tight end, top 12 tight end in my opinion. It depends on Caleb Williams. If Caleb Williams is legit, if he has the year that he should, if he looks like he's the promised land kid, if he's basically McJesus for the Edmonton Oilers, this is the guy. Then you should have a very good season as a Bears fan. And the defense is nothing to write off. Like the defense is very good. They have different star athletes at each level of the defensive positions. You have not only that, but your special teams is not terrible either. I think the Bears are going to be a good team. I didn't think they're going to be great, but like I said when I started the show, front half of the season really kind of cupcake for them. They got a couple of just tough games, but it's really cupcake. Back half is extremely rough. Like you're going to struggle the back half. You just got to hope you can weather those storms, win a couple games you shouldn't, and you're in the playoffs. Londo.
Yeah, realistically, right? It is going to be based on Caleb Williams. I mean, he is going to come in. He's starting off right out of the gate. He's the number 1 overall pick in the draft, and now he's immediately going to be the starting quarterback. There's a lot of pressure on him. I think that if the Bears stay focused and stay as real as they can and just focus on the goal, and that's just being a team. Overall, I think they have great talent, and I think they have the potential to do something great. Now, it can go the completely opposite way. Like, don't get me wrong, Caleb Williams can just, fuck it all up. But I think he's got some good people behind him. I think that, he's learning a lot from Purdy and Richardson, and he may surprise us. It's too early to tell, but you know what? I'm going to believe in the team. I'm going to believe, and I'm going to be confident in the the talent that they already have. And, when Caleb Williams comes out on that field, I just hope that he does an amazing job. So if you got that, and I think they can go far. So that's my opinion.
I like it. Londo, the true Bears believer here. You should make a shirt that says #Bears believer, Londo. We can talk about it later. But let's end on a high note. So TJ, you are very down on the Bears. Let me get your last statement here. Why do you think Chicago struggles this year at 5-12?
I just believe they're gonna tank for another top roster spot, like most teams do in their position. Because a year ago they didn't have no identity, now they do. So I believe they're going to take again a top roster spot. I'm just gonna keep it short, but that's honestly what I believe they're going to do.
No, you're right, my guy. I like it. I like it. Take that. I mean, I'm a Rockets fan, right? I'm a realist too. We tanked for a couple of years. We got great players. I know it's a different sport, but it happens, right? Like that's what the Texans did. That's what the Panthers are doing. It happens. So I get it. Triple Z's on the high note, 10-7 for the Bears. He was very high on the Texans as well on this show. Talk to us about the 10-7 record and wrap us up on this show.
I honestly hope that they're going to do better than what I say because they are calling Caleb Williams Patrick Mahomes 2.0. And if he really is what they're going to call him, then he will do better than what I have said.
There you go, Patrick Mahomes 2.0. I like it. I like it.
Oh, boy. I mean,
if anybody's that would be wild. That'd be
Chris.
wild.
Go, Chris. No.
I mean, we've heard it before. Remember? Oh, Baby Jordan. That was Harold Miner. How'd that work out? Oh, yeah, that didn't work out. Or remember when it was the next, Jim Kelly was going to be, all the set or no. It was, oh, yes, the Mormon Mahomes, Zach Wilson. How'd that turn out? Oh, yeah, it didn't do so well. Let's pump the brakes here, people. I'm pumping the brakes hard. Just like when Game 7 of Dallas Mavericks, I'm pumping that hard. No, stop the silliness.
You're going to hear it here on this show first. Nobody really makes this comparison, but I think Caleb Williams is another Justin Herbert. I don't think he is a guy that can win you the games by himself, but you put a team around him, he's going to be very talented to win games. I know Chris Conner, I'm not dissing Justin Herbert. I think he's a fantastic quarterback. He's my fantasy quarterback. But I think he's going to be as talented as Herbert. I think you put the weapons around him. You got Keenan Allen there now. You put the weapons around him. It's going to look very good. I think his ground, I think his basement is not very low. I think it's Kyler Murray just because of size, because of durability. We'll have to see how that plays out. I think it's Kyler Murray, but I think Justin Herbert's a strong comparison. He could have some MVP-like seasons. I mean, the ceiling is Patrick Mahomes, but I think that's more realistic on his comparison. Great take, though, Zay, and that's the way we're going to end tonight's episode. The intern making the last statement on this show, the next Patrick Mahomes. Triple Z said it first here on ITL. Chris Conner, tell the people where they can find you and how they can listen to all your great takes.
You can check me out at lastcallpodcast.com. I'm also going to be Last Call with W. Chris C on Twitter. We have also on Amazon. We are on Instagram, Facebook. And check out later this week, me and Manny Montreal. We're going to be breaking down the PBC on Amazon fight card with Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. You've got a return of David Benavidez against Alexander Oleg. And we even got Gary Antoine Russell Jr. He's going to be on a card against Art Powell. We're going to break down that card. And always, Ernest, a pleasure and a joy being on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate you greatly, Chris Conner. You've been a wonderful addition to our Season 5 cast, and I look forward to more and more seasons with you. We got a couple more episodes before we go into off-season, man. I just want to say thank you again for being a great part of this show this year. TJ, you're back. You made some bold takes tonight. Tell the people where they can find you.
Hello, my name is TJ McKinley. You can find me at Mr. TJ Savage. Follow me on LinkedIn and YouTube also. Thank you, Ernest, for having me on. It was a nice podcast tonight, and I'll see y'all next time.
Of course, brother. It's always wonderful to see you. Of course, Zay the Slayer, Triple Z's to some of y'all, especially the sisters out there. And then, of course, you have the producer. Londo, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at Ditka's Restaurant talking about the Bears. The Bears. No, I'm in San Antonio, Texas at home. You can find me on Twitter, Londo4292, where I don't post anything. Yeah.
But this show. All right. Thanks, brother. Of course, you can find me, Ernest Docky Silva, the host with the most. I hope you had a wonderful time here listening or watching ITL, cutting the grass, sitting on the couch, or watching Caitlin Clark light it up for the Fever. We hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Special shout out to Coach Peanut, who watched the entire show, and to everybody out there who watches and supports us. We look forward to the birthday episode coming up. And of course, next week, we dissect some NBA prospects and talk some NFL contracts. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. And happy Father's Day to all of you out there. Happy Father's Day to everybody this weekend. Enjoy it. Rest. Have a great one, guys.